Hello everyone and welcome to the void between reality and the land of heckin' nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of the Void, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Deluxe Class Terrorsaur. And so this is a remold of the excellent Kingdom Air-Raiser mold into the character Terrorsaur from the Beast Wars cartoon. There were two releases of this figure. I have the Buzzworthy Bumblebee release from Target. This is I believe this is the more toyetic deco. There was a 4-pack that had a more cartoon accurate deco, but I wasn't paying $80 for 3 figures I didn't want. They did eventually release this remold on its own in the Target exclusive line, which makes finding this figure on the secondary market even harder because store exclusives exclude everyone who isn't a scalper, basically, unless you are extremely lucky. Store exclusives only help scalpers. Go figure, Hasbro. But yeah, honestly, they could keep remolding the Kingdom Air-Raiser mold, and I'd probably keep buying the remolds just because, honestly, Kingdom Air-Raiser is one of my favorite figures of all time. That mold is so versatile and can go into so many different things, and, you know, the posability, which I'll get into. But first things first, we will give the customary look at Lay Noggin. Good noggin. Looks very much like Terrorsaur in the cartoon. Nothing to complain about when it comes to the noggin. Noggin is good. Good noggin. As for accessories, before I get into posability, he does come with this kind of plain gun, which, not the biggest fan of, but he does come with it. And he can hold it as such. And it looks alright. It's just kind of plain for my liking. As for posability, he has the same posability as the Kingdom Air-Raiser mold, but it's excellent posability because of all the extra joints, because of how this thing transforms. So first of all, head is on a ball joint, although it is kind of hard getting it to turn all the way around because the chin piece kind of gets in the way of the way this area is molded. Arms can do a 360, but they do kind of run into the kibble, but you can move the kibble out of the way. Can hinge out. He has a bend at the elbow and then a bend at the wrist. That is for transformation, but because of all the different transformation joints, the posability is just really darn good. Waist can swivel all the way around. That's more or less for transformation, but it is good that he has a waist swivel. Can do the splits. Legs can kick forward that far and back that far. Bend at the knee, then a bend at the ankle, or actually more the calf. Again, for transformation, but yeah, really do like all the posability there. And then a ball joint at the ankle for some waggly. So yeah, posability. Oh, and the dinosaur neck can move, kind of. Posability, fantastic. You can get a lot of really cool action poses out of this guy, especially if you had like a flight stand. Just the way it's designed to transform gives it so much more hypermobility and allows you, if you're better at me than posing figures, to get some pretty darn cool poses. So let's go ahead and get into transformation. It is the Kingdom Air-Raiser transformation minus 1 or 2, or adding 1 or 2 steps. But first things first, we're just going to get the wings folded out and then backing out of the way. Then we're going to come in here. We're going to take this whole section on these two hinges back here, and we're just going to rock that up like so. Then lift this butt flap out of the way, and we're going to turn the waist 360. Now, it is on a mushroom peg, by the way, but it's a double mushroom peg, so it's less likely to come out, but it is a mushroom peg, and mushroom pegs are the work of Unicron. Stop using them. Mushroom pegs are evil. Am I fighting a one-man war? So then we're just going to open this back panel here, and we're going to swing the head down like so, and then we can bring this up, and that will peg into place, and just turn the pterodon head around. Then we're going to come to the arms, turn these spikes over like so and like so. Turn the arms in. Then we're going to bend the wrist like that, and we're going to slide this into the body cavity here. And there's a little tab here and a little slot there, and that's just going to snap in like that. Same on the other side, like so and like so. And just get that connected in there. Then we're going to come to the legs. We're going to fold the legs up like this, and there's a little tab here that the legs are just going to kind of slot into like that. Then we're going to turn the calf and fold that around, and then fold that out, or the ankle out like that. Same on the other side, like so. Turn that around, fold that down, and then just kind of get him situated with his wings as you would choose to display them. And there you go. There you have Terrorsaur in his pterodactyl mode. It's a decent pterodactyl mode. It's a little ill-proportioned just because of the way it does transform, and the I guess it's a little too wide, sort of, kind of, in my opinion, but it is what it is based on how the engineering and how it transforms. But it does look pretty good. It is a decent enough pterodactyl mode. You can, in this mode, you definitely do see more of the engineering that went into Airazor more than went into creating this character. I would eventually like to see this character get another toy in another mold, or of his own mold, but it was a decent choice for the character. If you were going to remold something into Terrorsaur, the Airazor mold was honestly a fairly decent choice. As for the gun, you can store the gun in this mode. There's a little tab here and a little slot there, and you can just kind of plug that in to his thigh like that. But yeah. Oh, and the mouth can indeed open, and open pretty wide at that, to reveal his pterodactyl tooths. But yeah, it's a decent enough pterodactyl mode. It does what it needs to do. There's some really nice detailing on the wings to make them look kind of scaly and leathery. And yeah, it does what it has to do. I think you're getting this for the robot mode. You are not getting this for the pterodactyl mode. But it does what it has to do. Going back into robot mode now, we'll just pull the gun off. We're going to take the legs, unclip them, and just slide them down like so, and just turn those around for now. Then we're going to lift this flap and turn that all the way around. Unpeg the arms and fold down, or swing down those spikes, and just kind of get the wings out of the way turn the pterodactyl head around and open that panel so we can get in here and get, sometimes a little easier said than done, but we can get the head out like so and like so. Then we're going to take this whole torso assembly and swing this down on those two hinges back there like so. Then we can close the backpack up and collapse the wings in. Turn the head around so that everything is facing the right way. Then we can give him his gun. And there you go. There you have Terrorsaur back in his robot mode. Okay, there we go. There, isn't you're leaning? Come on, stand upright. So yeah, final thoughts on the figure. Fantastic figure. If you're a big Beast Wars fan like me, definitely worth picking up, especially if you love the dinosaur Predacons. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? We love dinosaurs in this house. So if you can find him at a decent price on the secondary market, go ahead and pick him up. If you already have a bunch of the Air Razor molds, unless you're a diehard of the mold like I am, pick up by preference, but I definitely do recommend him. So yeah, there is your Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Deluxe Class Terrorsaur. I'm asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all my links down below for all the places you can find me and support me. And yeah, remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next time.